And good Monday evening. Time to take a look here at your weather webcast video for you. And after a pretty cold rain on Saturday and a little warmer on Sunday, things are starting to try to trend a little warmer, but that's only going to last for just a brief moment. But one thing we've got to get and deal with lately is this fog out there. And a lot of people have been asking, why has it been so foggy out there? And we have a lot of dense fog in the area. And the reason is what we have is called advection fog. And advection fog develops here when warm moist air moves over a colder surface, which is basically what we have now, with that moisture comes up out of the Gulf of Mexico, moving over that cool source of air that we've had across the area throughout the weekend. And when that happens, it cools the temperatures down to the dew point and allows for this foggy weather to develop. That's why we've had this dense fog. Now, the National Weather Service has kind of drawing back the dense fog advisories a little bit from about Gordon County south. But for you folks in Calhoun, that still includes you, and then areas points towards the south. But we do still have some foggy areas out there, especially if you're going to be up and about any waterways out there. You're going to definitely notice that fog developing. Also, something else you're going to notice is rain beginning to develop, and rain is breaking out along the Gulf Coast. And notice the trajectory moving on off towards the north and east here. And this activity should mainly stay to our south, but we're going to get on the northern edges of this, and some of these scattered showers will move in later on this evening and tonight. But it shouldn't be too much rain, as we have a cold front that's sitting back just off to our north and west, and this actually, it was just helping to draw this moisture up now, should actually help push this moisture on out, as the front should pass us by tomorrow morning. So here's a current look at that surface features here, and you can see here's that front that I'm talking about here. Behind it, some cool and windy conditions, and then behind that, some much colder air, which will be arriving for us as we head towards the weekend. But until that time, we're going to be looking with this cool and windy conditions moving in for us tomorrow. And you can see the warm air lifting out ahead of that with that rain trying to go over the cool surface that we have for us right now. So for tonight, we get that rain trying to move up into the area, but by tomorrow morning, the front shifts down to our south. That should turn our winds from the south out of the north, and that will bring in much cooler air, and at the same time, should dry us out, as most of this rain should press on down towards the south and east, and we should dry out by Tuesday afternoon. But the clouds will probably stick around, and it'll be windy and cold before we scour out the clouds, and it just turns colder on your Wednesday. So look at this. Here's your overnight lows for tonight. We're going to be dropping down into the 50s, 54 Cohutta, 51 over in Lafayette, 56 in Calhoun, and 53 degrees over here in Chatsworth. And then as we take a look at your high temperatures on Tuesday, no, I didn't make a mistake. These are your forecasted highs by the afternoon hours on Tuesdays. Temperatures will be falling during the day. As that front passes in the morning, the front temperatures should be dropping throughout the day. So by the afternoon hours, we're only looking at about 43 in Cohutta, 41 only in Lafayette, 45 in Calhoun, and 42 degrees over in Chatsworth. So temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the day. Now we try to moderate a little bit for the week, but notice as we head into the weekend, we get several shots of cold air moving in, and just beyond this period for Christmas week, looks like we really get a plunge of cold air moving in. And even at this time frame, around the weekend time frame, the cold air will be kind of situated across the area here. And we're going to have to watch for any moisture that tries to move into the area. Right now, no real big storm systems being forecasted on the models just of yet, but they are very close to showing something big developing in the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll watch that. But right now, we're just calling for maybe a chance of seeing some flurries out there, mainly just cloudy skies. And again, much colder coming up for the weekend. So here's your 7-day forecast. You have those morning showers on Tuesday. Temperatures, again, will be falling throughout the day. We'll start off in the 50s tomorrow morning and only will cool down into the 40s by the afternoon. But some sunshine returns on Wednesday, and even better days coming up for us Thursday and Friday. Enjoy those days because that front moves through Friday night. And it looks like now Saturday and Sunday looks to be quite a bit colder with the clouds sticking around, maybe even a chance of seeing a few flurries. So we'll watch that. And then much colder highs only into the upper 30s as we head towards the beginning of next week there. So it looks like for the third weekend in a row, we're going to be looking at a colder trend developing and lots of clouds and maybe even some precipitation hanging around as well. Now that's kind of the way we're looking at things now. Let's look at your weather webcast video for your Monday. Stay with us. We hope to have the next one on for you on Tuesday. Have a great evening.